Hi everyone, here's my vase from my last video, finished. However, I don't like the shape of the base here. It's too wide at the bottom, it doesn't come in enough. I could have left the wood on. I did have enough in the original piece that I turned it from, but and in future if I make another one of these I will try and make it a little bit taller, but it's that shape that I'm after. I'm trying to bring that in. However, what I can now do is I can put another piece on the base here and give myself another natural edge and bring that new piece down to a smaller base. It'll make the vase taller and make it look lighter as well, but actually make it heavier. It's actually quite heavy, this, as it is. So I'll show you how I do that. So here's the piece I'm going to use to add to the base of the vase, and you can see I've already used my forcing a bit to create a dovetail here so that my jaws could get a grip of it, and I've turned the base and put a dovetail on there. So again, I've now reversed it, and now what we need to do is I need to cut into here a slot to take the base of the vase. Now what I need to do is to continue this cut I started here, being very gentle now because it's very eccentric. This is obviously a lot higher, a lot closer to the rest than this is, and take that down to the diameter of the vase, and I've measured that diameter with my calipers and I can see that here. So I'm going to take it down so it's just short of that, and then use my profiling tool to give myself the correct profile. So I'll get on with that. So I'm just using a bowl gouge here, and again I'm going in nice and gentle. Here you can see how far I've got now. I've hollowed out to the point where the base is going to sit. You can see I've got a dovetail here because I'm going to reverse this in a little while and finish the outer face, hence why this is still thick. And this is now the radius of the base of the vase, and you can see that I've got the caliper set to the radius here, and it's just a little bit more needs to come off that, but I've got to trim back to that. And so now I need to get this so that the profile of the bottom of the vase is matched here, and that's what I've got going on here. You can see I've got to go a little bit deeper here before I get that, and then I'll be able to fit the vase into here, sand it all up so it's a nice tight fit, and then I'll be able to reverse it and turn the outside, which I'll show you next. So here we are a little further on now. I'm going to start sanding the outside. It's getting a bit thin to start doing anything more on it, so I'm going to start sanding the outside. I'm going to sand down to a grain line and across and create that natural edge that we see there, and just re-establish that. Of course it's not a natural edge really, but it'll look the same. And then I can turn this whole thing around, mount it on this dovetail, and then I can finish turning the base and give myself that extra height and extra curve that I need in the base of the vase here. Here we are now a bit further on. You can see I still haven't taken the edge down, but I've turned it over, I've turned the bottom off, and I've sanded it up to about 240 grit, and I've got a bit more to do because there's still a little bit of this, I think it's slightly speltered cherry. So a bit more sanding to do on that just to get some of this out, and then I'll probably just put teak oil on it. So I've got to re-establish the natural edge on here by following one of the grain lines, and then I'll finish it off and I'll show you the finished piece when it's done. So here you can see the base. It's not glued on, it's still loose. It's just got a little bit of spring in it, so which will be good when I glue it on. And you can see that it's got the natural scoop around there, and I've picked out some of the grain lines. And there we go. So all that has to be done now is to choose which way around it is, glue it in, put some finish on. So here's a slightly better view of it. At the moment it's not glued on, I can still move that around. It just adds another natural edge to it. I'll probably just teak oil this and then wax it.